My name is Donald Brown, and I'm the director of the Healing of Africa Limited. And one of the projects I'm doing is to work with the president of the Gambia to design and create a monument that will pay tribute to Africa. And that particular project is, well, the monument is destined to be taller than the Statue of Liberty. So you look out for that. You'll be hearing a lot more about that, hopefully around the world and through the international media. Now, within the Healing of Africa Limited is, if you will, a second project I'm doing called The Struggle for Change. And that deals with bringing Hollywood celebrities to communities that don't normally get that kind of attention, if you will. And to have those celebrities talk to our young people about gun crime, gang violence, drugs, and promoting education, being positive role models, and striving for excellence.
Talking years and years of preparation. The actual planning itself has culminated in the past few months. What I was very pleased about was that within a matter of weeks we were sold out. And people are really excited. They're feeling a sort of, a positive sort of ambiance in the air, if you will. So I'm just hoping that everybody enjoys it. And it's a launch, and there's going to be a lot more to come. Lights, camera, action.
My name is Donald Brown, and together we can change the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you please join me in welcoming the director of the Healing of Africa Limited and the founder of The Struggle for Change, Mr. Donald Brown.
Thank you for your warm welcome. Wow, that's a great mic. But please continue to join me in welcoming our VIP guests for this evening. Olympic bronze medalist Miss Phyllis Smith, Director of Intervention and Business Development in Probation, Mr. Clive Palmer, former international high jumper, Mr. Alex Carr, aspiring athlete Abdi Rahman, one of my former tutors from high school, Mr. Jeffrey Pope, silver medalist, high jump athlete Miss Julie Crane, 400-meter indoor world champion, Mr. Daniel Kane. He's married. I'm not. Shall go there. And now, it gives me great pleasure. Please join me in welcoming our guest of honor, actor extraordinaire, the quintessential gentleman, loved and admired by millions the world over. Ladies and gentlemen, please, Mr. Joseph Marcel. This project tonight, The Struggle for Change, it really is about creating, if you will, a project that will in some way affect change, not just for myself, not just for yourself, but the community at large, nationwide and hopefully worldwide.
For us here in Wolverhampton to have a celebrity of Joseph Marcel's caliber, I mean, everybody knows him as the snooty butler of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I mean, for him to walk through the doors of the Noble Hotel here in Wolverhampton, it was just a phenomenal experience for everyone, myself included. And the idea is to have him come and talk to the young people and just to be part of the event was really very empowering and inspirational for them.
He's an incredible individual. Ladies and gentlemen, please, once again, join me in welcoming the one and only Mr. Joseph Marcel.
Hello. It's very difficult to be yourself when you spend a long time being somebody else. Sometimes people you've forgotten about even. I first met Donald in, I think it was 1997, I think it was. I had known one or two people who dabbled with clay and bits of metal and stuff. But there was a man being celebrated at an African American arts festival, and they are celebrating this boy from Wolverhampton that I had never heard of.
We also had some additional VIP guests because I think it's also important to show the range of individuals and their achievements. We had a number of Olympians. We had Clive Palmer, who is one of the top probation guys here in the UK, and it was good to hear their views of, if you will, their journey.
When I was maybe the age of some of the young people we saw here this evening, 17, 18, which was only 5 or 6 years ago, you seem to think you know the world and you know everything when you're 18. Life is about taking the experience not just from yourself and your own journey, but living the journey of others who go before you.
I've always wanted to be the very best that I can be at whatever I do. You know, whether it was school, my parents had always said, you know, getting good education will give you options. So I had always studied hard to make sure that I'd given myself the best options possible in life.
All of our journeys, I believe, have been that quest for excellence, a repeated action, a repeated habit. Therefore, trying to increase and get better on a daily basis. People think, well, your journey must have, ended at world champion status. That's where it really, really began.
I would implore that young people don't get too influenced by setbacks, but just say, how can these affect me in a positive way?
It's the old joke of how do you get to Carnegie Hall? You practice. And it's practice, practice. Get an education, do the things that you have to do, but continue practicing, practicing. Beckham kicked that ball against that wall hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. That's how you do it. It doesn't come through the X Factor.